Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. This is your Wrexham Evening News and Match Day preview for Wrexham AFC versus Colchester United FC. Yes, back at the STōK, as you can see, on Saturday for a league game, and it's Match Day 21 again because obviously we were postponed against Forest Green Rovers last weekend. But yes, it's Match Day 21 again coming up. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the game coming up, talk about Colchester United. Parkinson had an injury update for a couple of our players. Also, some of our competition. There was a statement that came out in regards to Swindon Town that I want to just address because we play them on the 26th. Not sure what's going to happen there. If there's going to be some sanctions, but we'll get into it. But yeah, let's talk about the upcoming match, and let me get into the some of Parkinson's news and notes after he spoke to the press. I think it was today. It looks like he spoke to the press today. So he's talking about Okonkwo. So Okonkwo, he said, obviously he's on loan from Arsenal. He said Arthur is at Arsenal today, and he's gone to hopefully get an all clear and get back to us as soon as possible. So yeah, that's exciting news. Quote, we're eager to have him in and around the building and get him back on the training pitch. He's Arsenal's player and under their care, but equally, if he gets the thumbs up, then we'll get him back involved. So, yes, we don't technically own Okonkwo, so you got to give license and to Arsenal to decide what they want to do with their player, even though he's out of contract at the end of the year, and I'm hoping we can sign him. So that's that. Also, he also gave an update on Leighton, who suffered an injury. I think it was a knee injury in the preseason. So he said Rob had an operation on his knee this week. Real shame for him because it was an injury he picked up in preseason, as I mentioned. It has taken us a while for several specialists to find out the root cause of his problem because it was quite an unusual injury he got. So it looks like Rob's going to be ruled out for the remainder of the season, which is unfortunate. They were disappointed and relieved for him that we found what the problem was. So that's good for Rob. Leighton, I hope he gets better. He'll be on the sidelines, and he's a good young keeper as well. Obviously, probably Mark Howard will be in goal this Saturday. So, got to get an update a little bit further on Barnett situation and Hayden. Haven't heard anything, but we'll keep searching to find it out what we can. So that's that. Also, happy birthday yesterday to George Evans. He is 29 years young. Gorgeous George is 29. As you know, let's go watch the episode we had a couple days ago about Evans being the key, about how to keep him fit. So getting 29 his last year of his 20s. So hopefully we can keep him fit, and happy birthday to him. We'll see him on the pitch on Saturday pulling the strings. All right, another thing I want to talk about is Swindon Town. So Swindon Town had a little bit of an issue coming up. I'm going to read the statement here from the EFL, and then we're going to be playing them on the 26th, I think on Boxing Day. So, this is a team that has a little bit of turmoil going on with them, and obviously I don't want to shed bad light on it, but I want to bring it up to everybody. So EFL statement today came out about Swindon Town. The EFL has charged Swindon Town and majority owner, Mr. Clemente Morfuni, with breaches of the NFL regulations following the failure to declare a significant interest share acquisition in the club. He didn't disclose the club's management transfer of 17.1% of voting rights, shareholding. So, all right. So it looks like there's an issue going on with him and with the chairman and the owner about interest in the club and acquisitions, about his acquisitions of the club. So what this could mean is that maybe there's a sanction. Swindon Town are not doing that great in the league. But I'm going to look up the League Two tables right now. And I'm only talking about that. I know this is a new show, and we're talking about Colchester United. But Swindon Town are currently in, where the hell are they? Where can I find them? Are in ninth. So not having a horrible season. They have 30 points. They're in ninth place. So maybe there's a deduction that can come up for this. Not sure, but I wanted to bring that up because we're playing them in this hectic run of games over the next 3.5 weeks, and that's something that can come up. But then there's some off the field issues happening with Swindon Town. Another thing we wanted to chat about tonight too is the racecourse ground lease. is set to be surrendered after Wrexham Supporters Trust vote. So that's another thing I wanted to bring up as well tonight in this episode. The racecourse is set to become the single freehold once again, as a lease held by the Wrexham Supporters Trust will cease to exist. So what does that mean? I have no idea what that means. Kidding. The move means that there will be a surrender of existing lease of the racecourse ground to be replaced by a legally binding covenant so that the ground will only be used as the home football stadium of Wrexham AFC's men's first team until the 30th of June, 2115. Now, that's a long time away. I doubt we'll all be here then. If we do, there's a drug that I don't even know about. But yeah, the 2115. So that's not a typo. I checked it twice. Fans were told of the surrender of the lease is required by the club to enable the funding of the COP development. UEFA Stadium Category 4 status to be secured. So there was 352 members that voted to surrender the lease, 17 voting against, and 4 voting abstaining. So that's, I guess, good news. So that means things can move forward. Building up the COP. Obviously, there is a temporary COP that is. Oh, the Banks is making some noise. He's sleeping. He's got a runny nose. I was saying the temporary COP is going to be up probably for the Newport County game, which is great news for us. Hopefully, they'll pack the stands with more of the locals and have a better crowd, which is great. Probably about 12,000. They're thinking. I think so. That's really, really good. 2,889 or something like that. That's what they're going to hold in the temporary stanchion. So that seems to be moving forward. Obviously we're going into the silly season. The games that are coming up thick and fast are, let me see if I have these up here. The 16th game against, that's this weekend, Colchester, then Newport County, that home game, and then we have Swindon Town, which is talked about, and Walsall. That's the 29th, Barrow on the 1st, and it's gonna be a tight run of games. The MK Dons on the 6th, which will be actually the Shrewsbury Town game. So lots coming up, lots to stuff in. But let's talk about the match preview for Wrexham versus Colchester United. Colchester United are not having the greatest season. They've had some injuries. I suffered through the manager and the manager's press conference, or call it press conference. He was talking to one of their interviewers on their YouTube page. His name is Matt Etherington. He said they need to have a team performance. They asked him about what he thought about Wrexham. Everyone knows about Wrexham. We're around him. Yeah. We know that. They want to get in possession and get their defense right. They want to tighten down on the set pieces. Said they had a good week in training. They're training today and tomorrow, getting ready for the match. It's fresh in everyone's mind that they want to come to the STōK, and they're up for it. They have a gameplay that they want to carry out. They have injuries and have relied on some other players coming in, and we don't want to rely on their experience. Also listened to an interview with Joe Taylor on their side. They asked him about Wrexham, obviously, what he thought about it. He said, yeah, it's a bit mental, but they believe they can come to the STōK and get a result. We'll see about that. And they want to get more goals and opportunities for Joe. So they're up for it. They're really excited to come to the STōK, but I'm going to tell you why I'm excited they're coming to the STōK, because they're in 22nd. They're in 22nd. They played 21 matches themselves, so this would be their 22nd league game. So they've lost 4 out of their last 5, and they drew the one other than that. So they're not having a great run of form. They've played 21. They've won 6, drawn 2, and lost 13 matches with a negative 13 goal diff. So we're going in second place. Stockport is obviously in first. We have, 37 points, and Stockport have 43 points. And I want to see who Stockport are playing this weekend. So we want to keep an eye on Stockport. The 16th, that's obviously, they're playing Sutton United, which I believe Sutton are in the basement. Sutton are in the basement. So that's not good for Sutton and good for Stockport County. But Stockport did have a couple injuries over the last couple weeks. So we'll see how that happens. And their form has not been great. 2 draws, a loss, and 2 wins. So if we can go in, we can do what we need to do. Keep growing our goal difference. I think we can get at this team. I think we're going to go in, and he's going to do a full. Parkinson will do a full side, and kick off this hectic season. It's like you got to think about it this way. It's like a little mini not tournament. It's a mental tournament for us to get through this gauntlet of runs. If we come out of this, and I think Mike and I were talking about it on the show that what are we doing? We were watching. I watched Manchester United game against Bayern Munich the other night, and anyone to stop by, thank you very much for stopping by. I appreciate it. But Mike and I were talking about it after the game about this mini gauntlet and what we can do. If we come out with 12, 13 points out of this, I think it'll be great. And then go into that FA Cup match against Shrewsbury Town. Fantastic. So I say this run of games could shape the rest of the season, especially if we get some people back fit. Hopefully Okonkwo will be back, but I feel like we're going to have a strong side. A partner of Palmer and Mullen up front, regular middle three, Evans, Lee, and probably Cannon I would go at the back. I'm not sure what Hayden's status is, but definitely Tozer, O'Connor, and for me, Boyle, right side, Mendy, left side, McLean. So and then Howard in goal. So I think we do that, go out, get our business done early, get the team off, get them rested, and I think we could be doing well. So, lots to look after. Really excited about it. Also, putting it out there about the what do you call it? The overlay and the timer and everything. Reached out to someone, and actually they got back to me. Someone who I actually know. He works for some of the other bigger sites out there, the YouTube pages, UV Crew. Just Josh Media is great. He does UV, does Arsenal Fan TV as well. He got back to me, and he's going to do our design and logo. So hopefully, looking into that. The other person, the bot, turned out to be a bot. That money's gone. Whatever. I'm not worried about it, but I'm hoping to have that up. And like I said, I was talking to Mike earlier via text. If we can get it up for the Newport County game, I'll be happy. So design is coming. We're gonna have a proper studio. Not back here. We're in the house, but it is what it is. So I'm happy about that. The bot got us, but Josh Media did not. So Josh is a good dude. So we're excited about that. All right, that is your Thursday night Wrexham news and match preview. Tomorrow's Friday. So everyone, it's 7 a.m. for me. The game is on Saturday. Friday night, don't go too hard out there. If you do, please be responsible. Getting close, we're in the holiday season, so everyone's having parties and doing other things. So everyone be careful and be safe. Looking forward to this game this weekend. Last weekend we did watch Stockport, but we're going to get back to watching our side. So excited about it. All right, lots more to come. Appreciate it. See y'all on Saturday, and let it rip, and let's go up to town. All right, have